Hello guys, this is William Vladskov, and I'm going to be teaching you guys some Valduri, which is a language I made and is Slavic and allocative. Slavic being like Russian or Polish, allocative being like having lots of prefixes that can get stacked. So like ed and ing. Imagine saying beloveding, something along those lines. This will bring you from a beginner to a more advanced speaker. We are going to be talking about basic grammar first, and it's fairly simple, follows almost all English grammar rules. First thing first is the word form or the structure. So first is subject, then verb, then object, which is the same thing as English. So you would say the boy ate the apple instead of the apple ate the boy, or boy the apple, or something along those lines. You would say something way simpler. Like I said, is allocative, which means tons of prefixes, and I'll give you examples of that. So this here's a prefix, and this here's a suffix. So prefix goes before the word. Un meaning opposite or undoable. So unmake meaning not do or undo it. Able meaning unmakeable. Undoable, something along those lines, if you guys wanted examples. There are no connectives at all, which means no twos, no ands, no as, no double O twos, or no thus, no that's, no theys, none of those words. Now we are going to talk about the alphabet, which is a mixture between the Slavic alphabet, the Latin alphabet, and the Old Slavic alphabet. So I will be talking about each letter and the sound they make, and also how you draw them basically. This is the A. So you just make a normal A like you would do in English, and then do a little T connecting it. This is the D, so it makes a D sound. And this you make a kind of square, and then you make this little bottom bit here. This is the P, it's a P, and you go, it's kind of like a N, but like, the curvy N, but with no curve, it's more rectangular. This is the K, just like in English. It only makes the K sound, nothing special, no N when it's beside N or something like that. This is the S. It makes a S sound like in snake. It only makes that, even though it's a C, only makes that sound, never makes the K sound. This is the F, which makes the F in fun, for example, or frightened. And you just make a circle with a cross through it, and here you make two circles with a cross in it. This is the th, or like like that type. And this is like double this, but flipped around, and then a little quotation as well. This is the z, it's a 3, and it makes the Z sound, like in xylophone. This is the Z sound, or Z. It makes Z as in zebra. And to make this, you would make a Z with a little tail and then a cross through the top. This is the sh, as in should, or show, shoe, that type of thing. It is this letter, but without the quotations. This is the R, even though it looks like a P. You know how to make P's, and it makes the R sound like the rolling R, just like in Spanish, the ra, instead of just normal R. This is the zh, which makes the same sound as in measure, and it's a backwards S. This is ch. It makes the same sound as chat or Chernobyl. This is M. It makes the same sound as mom, and it looks a lot like M except with a little bit at the end, and that's not just the font, that's part of the letter. This is N, even though it looks like an H, is just a capital H or a smaller capital H, and it makes the same N sound as in night or November. This is L, so like love, lullaby, and it's just like this one, but with a little tail at the beginning. This is E, so double E, and it's a backwards N. This is normal R, so this one makes the Spanish ra. This just makes a normal ra. So this one you would use for like Robert or run. This one you'd use if you were to use this one accidentally. You say Robert or run. This is you, which you would make a T and then a little squiggle next to it. Or kind of a backwards version of what I will show you down here. It's kind of this type of thing on a lowercase b. This is V. So like V as in Victor or fan, or no, van, that type of thing. So just a B and a smaller uppercase B. This is E, as in what Canadians say all the time. E. And is this backwards with a little line. This makes an O sound, just normal O. And it's like a W, but more curvy. This is a normal E, so like an E, but not like this, like funny. It'll be like funny, like an A sound kind of. This one is a Y, so this one actually is an I. So like an I, you know how I say I, that's the sound it makes. This one makes a Y sound. So like yeet or something like that, one of those funny jokes. This makes the sound, so you are like your, that type of thing. It's just a backwards J. This makes the or sound, which, like this or that type of thing. This makes the yow sound, like yow, that hurt, or something along those lines. This makes the wheel, or like a we, which is like William, which is how you say William. It represents kind of a W-like sound, but without the w. You just make a oo sound. This isn't the William. This is the, so this here is actually ow. This is or, this is yow still. This is ur. This is ul. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, I messed up there. This is shk, like babshka or shka. And it's just this combined with a K. Fairly simple, straightforward. This is U, so like YU. And it's just a circle with this funny type thing to it. This is like makes a B sound. And it's kind of like a 5, but you connect it at the bit. And this one's like a 6. This is G, as in grace or good. And this is I, as in idiom or something along those lines. Now we can move on to basic sentences and phrases. As I mentioned before, this is a progressive dictionary, meaning it's going to be forever growing until, there's almost no more words to add. And it's a fairly simple sentence structure, and you'll see. Rejla, jo, and then your name here. Rejla, Rejla, meaning hello, is spelled like this, as you can see. Jo is like I'm, I've, I'd, my, that type of thing. So you're saying, hello, I'm, and then your name. So you're just introducing yourself in a kind of easy way. Zhechov gva moshka. This Zhechov is like you. So, like you, how are you doing? Which is actually what the sentence is saying. Gva meaning good. Moshka meaning, moshke. The normal root word is moshk. Then a at the end, because as for just normal no gender words. So if you're talking to a girl, you'd say gva moshka. But since you're talking to no one, you're saying gva moshke. And moshk meaning emotion, gva meaning good, and then in meaning neutral. So that's saying kind of feeling good. So are you feeling good, or are you doing good? Now our final sentence, and then you can look onto the dictionary, which is in Latin words. I'm just going to tell you that now so then you don't get mixed up. and